Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Once in a while, I do a tier list of the latest games that I've been playing in the, in the past in general. And today's the time again. So I'm gonna tell you which ones I fairly enjoy more, which ones I don't. Don't know if you're gonna be able to see everything here, but I think you will. Down there, this is just like the new games tab. I had to do it because it was a reused tier list maker template that I made a while ago. So we're gonna start straight up from here, and we're gonna start off with the first game, which is called Anime Dungeon Fighters. I used to love this a lot, but I'm gonna put it down into, wait, this one's called, Dungeon Games? No. I wanna call, wait a second, I'm gonna call this, Don't Play. Does it work? Can I just, like, exit out of this one? Yeah, it does. Okay, good, perfect. So we're gonna start off with Anime Dungeon Fighters. The thing is, it has no players anymore, it has no updates, at least not to my knowledge in the past few weeks and months. I do like these guys, they make some cool games, but I think they kind of went away from the dungeon game world and they went into like Dogfight or something, and then they did something else. I think they're working on Anime Raid, right? It's on my channel, the trailer, if you want to check it out. And yeah, it's a definite do not play. Let's start talking about the other game that I have on my head right now, and this is Anime Saga. It's also another don't play. In the beginning, when it started off, it was really good. It was really fun. I was in the hospital at that time. It was a lot of fun, and I leveled up very fast, and I don't think, I don't know, let's see how many players it has. Maybe it has, Anime Saga. Let's go and check it out for a second here. Anime Saga has about 100 players. Yeah, that's definitely a do not play currently. Wait a second, I have to close some of my tabs here. That's my YouTube video tabs and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, that's a don't play. Doesn't really make any sense at all. So, let's talk about Saber Simulator. It does have a dungeon, that's why I put it in there. I think the game is kind of fun. It's a very old school game. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. One second, where is it? I should have it somewhere around here. I mean, I don't really remember. Do I have it? Oh wait, it's down here. Okay. So, I think this is a B tier. Not because of the dungeon elements, but it's such an OG status, and I used to... that was one of the first games that I played back in the day that I really enjoyed when it comes to the simulator genre. It's not necessarily really a dungeon crawler, but it does feature dungeons, so I have that in there as well, ladies and gentlemen. So, next one on the list. I have to see, like, my glasses, like, I'm getting worse with this every time, and the next one is going to be Brainrot Evolutions. It goes into the C tier. It actually has 3 pretty well working dungeons. They're very simple made, but the progression in the game is kind of really bad. I don't really enjoy it anymore. I used to like it much more than I do now, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't get me anywhere. Alright, next game on the list is gonna be Vesteria. Now, they've made a huge overhaul of the game. Kinda insane, and for that huge update, I'm gonna put it into the A tier for now, just because they are still working very hard on the game. I don't know how many players it has. It didn't have that many when I checked last time, but it still has a pretty cool... well, it's not really a dungeon system, it's like an open world, right? But it also has specific dungeons that you can go into, like some of the big bosses like the Kraken and all of that good stuff. You can get yourself some very nice items that will carry you through the game, and the end game of that game is level to the max, rebirth, do all the thing again, but every time you rebirth, you get like a higher chance of getting more gold, experience, and better items, better loot, so it's worth... playing it. I don't think it's in an S tier right now, but I think it's in a good A or a good B tier or a bad A tier. I'm gonna put it into the good B tier. Probably it might be the best good B tier out of all of the ones. Next one is Pixel Blade. Now, this is a roguelike game. If you enjoy these kind of games, then this one's definitely up for you. I'm gonna put it into the A tier because they are active. Has about 4,000 to 5,000 to 6,000 players sometimes active. Right now they are part of the takeover event, which means they are quite significant. They are making money, and first of all, I also gotta give a huge shout out to the Fudge team. I talked to the YouTuber, the creator of the game. Very nice, cool guy. Cool people that work on the game, very nice. So this one's definitely one that you could technically check out. Now let's talk about Fabled Legacy. Not a big fan. They did a overhaul of the world of the lobby system and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how active they are. I haven't actively been following along. I've been just like once in a while I check in to check it out. But this is a full-on dungeon game, right? But I just don't enjoy it very much because kind of difficult, and not just that, but like it kind of feels like balancing is off a little bit to me. But it's not a bad game at all. Like it's not a bad game, okay? But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's talk about Elemental Dungeons. Yeah, it's a do not play because there's no continued support for it. I haven't seen an update in a long time. I know the developers are working on a new game. I don't know, they wanted to release something playable last month, and they didn't, and since then I haven't heard from the developer again. That's what Zoo does. He actually messaged me and he was like, hey, yo, dude, we have a new game coming out and we're working, and he sent me all of those sneak peeks, and the game looks fantastic, it looks so good, and then he just went offline again, and he hasn't been back ever since. I was like, dude, you messaged me, you want me to play your game, and now he's gone again. That's just him. So it's a do not play. If you want to go back for a nostalgic kick, I would put it maybe into C tier. It used to be an S tier on my list once it was active and stuff like that, but it's not anymore. It's discontinued, so it just means don't play. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't, like, you can try it, for sure, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Next one is Dragon Soul Anime MMO. I think that's a C tier. It still has a sort of sometimes active player base, but it's nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, okay? Then we have Crawl. That's a do not play. Discontinued as far as I believe. Not many players anymore, so I'm just gonna keep it as that. Don't play. But I guess if you just want to do something with it, okay, sure, but no. Then we have Arcane Conquest. That's a don't play as well. I've never seen somebody so mentally broken as the owner of Arcane Conquest back in the day. Forgot her name. Something with L. Latunia, I think it was. Oh man, there was some big drama going on with that person. I predicted its death. Nobody believed me. The death came. Now everybody believes me. And they messaged me and they were like, yep, you're right. That was a pretty bad game. And the people behind it were just, yeah. Alright, let's talk about Dungeon Heroes. I think Dungeon Heroes is gonna go into my A tier. I think it's actually gonna go... it's down to preference if it's better than Pixel Blade or not. They're both very active. They're part of Twin Atlas. Dungeon Heroes is part of Twin Atlas, which is also World Zero, so they definitely know how to make a working dungeon game. So for me personally, I'm gonna put it a little bit in front of Pixel Blade because I just like the gameplay loop a little bit more, but I haven't played both games actively yet. I did in the beginning with Dungeon Heroes, but then it was just becoming too weird to grind, so I kind of stopped with it. But yeah, Pixel Blade, Dungeon Heroes, definitely games that deserve more praise, and they are actually at the top of the food chain currently, so that is quite significant, and I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it's quite nice. For me personally, I do like Dungeon Lootify. I know they are still updating. They have big updates planned. The community was a little bit struck with the last update, which was they updated something pretty big. They reworked the entire system. It's much easier to play now, but people lost their enchants. They were compensated, not well enough. I gotta be honest. I mean, for me personally, I got my pretty good enchants back very fast, and I'm able to solo everything. The Acolyte class has become one of the best classes that I have seen now. It's definitely at the top now. But I understand that people got really mad over the enchants. I get it, I understand it, I know why they're mad, but I think the changes are for the better. Maybe you'll see it, maybe they will see it in the future or not, I don't know. Yeah, they also asked me to make some videos on the game, and I enjoy it. So, it's right there for the grabs. Now, Dungeon Quest. Dungeon Quest, I think as far as I believe, Dungeon Quest is one of the most OG games that Roblox has ever seen, and it kind of had a big movement, and it's still alive with 1,419 players a while ago. So for me personally, it is going to into the S tier category just because it is what it is. It's super legendary. For the gameplay loop wise, I would go with the A tier or B tier now. But yeah, they told me that the new owner kind of messed up the game back in the day. Actually, you know what? An S tier is a game that is superb. I can't judge it over that. What I could technically do is what I could technically do is OG, and then I'm gonna add below. Oh wait, damn. No. Wait a second. That's my bad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna keep this as S tier, and I'm gonna change this to OG status. And that's where I'm gonna put it in. This is an OG status, so you can do with it what you will. I could probably put it into the A to the B tier, but I'm gonna put it into OG status. I think it is an OG status of a game that still has players is kind of like better than an A tier for me, because it must have a lot of content and stuff like that, right? So yeah, and for me currently, and you might think I'm crazy, I mean, you can put it in here as well, like this, into the OG status, World 0, but I've been playing quite a bit lately. I made a video of all 19 classes, which was like 40 minutes long. I enjoyed going back into it. I really enjoyed. It goes into the OG status for many, but for me it's going into the S tier currently, and that's just the way it is, the way I feel about it. I do have to add something though. Just give me 1 second. Oh no! Alright, so we got... How do I add one more? I wanted to add dungeon leveling into this, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna keep it out of it, because it's just not worth it. It's gonna go into don't play. I don't have it currently. Oh, there it is. Wait, I can get it. 1 second. I'm gonna get it. I have it somewhere. There it is, dungeon leveling. So, I'm gonna bring it in here, and it's gonna go into the don't play. Scammers bought the game. Scammers broke the game. And it's not worth it anymore. It is just simply not worth it anymore. Don't invest the time anymore into it. It's like an ex-girlfriend that you still love. You gotta let go, man. It's just gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your head. It's like Kanye West as well. Like, I want to like him, but it's so hard. So hard to like him. With the stuff that he used to pull off, thinking that he's a god and all. So, it's difficult to like. Like, if I would rank it non-biased, I would probably put it into the B tier. It used to be an S tier, but don't play it, man. Don't waste your time on it. Anyways, guys, this is my dungeon tier list on Roblox 2025 on January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, ladies and gents. I will return next month, probably, to make another one. Right now, the churches are ringing the bell, so I'm not gonna go to church, but if the people that want to can go now. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.